Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Gonna try to make this video as fast as I can and get straight to the point on some of this stuff. This is going to be a loadout guide on the Constellation Taurus. However, I do have a video that I will put a link to. It's the Taurus versus the Andromeda. It's kind of a comparison video where I actually show the two ships side by side. It is a fantastic video if you want to see the difference of the two ships like very close together, so you can actually see the length difference and size difference in the ships. The Taurus is a little bit larger. Real fast, the guns, you get 4 pilot controlled guns, which are the 4 size 4 repeaters on the gimbal. You have a size 3 turret with 2 size 3s, and then you have the lower turret, which is not really a turret anymore. It is the tractor beam, or I say anymore, it never was. It's the tractor beam, since this is the cargo variant of the Constellation series. So real fast, I'm going to jump in to the ship real fast. I'm going to give you all a quick peek at what the cargo bay looks like. Everything looks pretty much the same in the front. Again, if you really want to see the in-depth view, you can go check out that video in the link. But I just want to show y'all real fast that the cargo bay in the back is quite a bit different. So we're going to jump right back here real fast. And I put this in there just so you can kind of see the size comparison. This is like 32 SCU of neon. And you can see that, you know, you can fit a good probably 2 of the 32 SCUs of those. Now you cannot stack those on top of each other, unfortunately, so I'm not sure if that affects how much SCU you can actually get on the ship, which total storage is 174 SCU of cargo space. But the cool little nifty factor on this ship is this back here, which where you lose your snub fighter, which I've never even used anyways, unless you're like doing something special or specific. You get this shielded cargo area, which is great if you want to stack a whole bunch of maize or any illicit drugs and not have to worry about security. I have tested it. The last time I had drugs back here, they did not find them on the scan. However, in earlier patches, it was not working. It's something that I'm going to have to test later, but as of right now, the last time I got scanned, it worked. So one last little tidbit about this ship that's quite a bit different is it holds, since it's not the gunship, it holds half the size of the missiles, right? So you're only going to get 24 size 2 missiles, which is perfectly fine. And I think that's plenty of missiles, especially for a Taurus. And we're going to jump right into the loadout guide on this, and I'm going to throw you guys into Urkel Games so I can show you what comes standard. And then I'm going to flip over and I'm going to show you my loadout and what my go-to pretty much every time is now for this current ship. So I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, we have jumped right in here into Urkel Games so I can kind of quickly show you guys the loadout. Right now, this is the standard loadout, what comes with it when you purchase it right from the get-go. Like I said, you've got your 4 size 4. They're on gimbals. It's fantastic. You have your Badger, which is a size 2 laser repeater. I think I said size 3 earlier. My apologies. It is a Badger with 2 size 2 laser repeaters. Now the manned lower turret is your tractor beam, so it doesn't give you anything here because it's really not functional. You do have your 24 missiles, like I said, size 2. And getting into the meat and potatoes here, our shields, size 3, stronghold, industrial grade C. And because, like I said, this is a medium transport ship, this is a transport ship with 174 SCUs of cargo space, you're going to get all your industrial grade C items. So you're going to get your coolers, your shields, your power plants. And one thing to note that I do want to talk about, I don't usually talk about this area over here, because for me, the numbers, when depending on in battle, doesn't really mean a whole lot, depending on how you fly and such, is the body is about 10,000 hit points less, which is your cargo area. So it's definitely not as strong if you lose your shields as, say, the Andromeda. But this is just the standard loadout, guys. This is just what it comes with stock, call it from the factory type settings here. Now I'm going to jump over. I'm going to get this guy set up so I can walk you through what my actual setup is. Alright guys, real fast, here is my go-to settings. Now, for the weapons, I normally leave the laser repeaters. However, I do occasionally switch over to like the the M6As, the lightning strikes, you know, one of the other. These are the two that I normally switch to. The M6A pack seems to pack a lot bigger punch for me, so I switch back and forth from the repeaters to the M6A laser cannons. I leave them on gimbal. You can run a size 5 on the top right now still, but you lose your gimbal, and I just feel like the gimbal is pretty decent on the Taurus and the Constellation series in general. And I think you get a lot more, you know, hits with the gimbal than you do without them right now, especially on a ship that turns slow. Now, if you're going just after heavy targets, then yeah, of course, let's go M6A. It seems to take them down a little bit faster. The turret, pretty much the same thing. You can run the Badgers, which is pretty much what I leave all the time, or you can go to, you know, like the laser cannons. Now, I always switch these out to the Rattlers on the missile. I think it's awesome. They do quite a bit of damage. I've had lots of luck with the missiles hitting more with these Rattlers. Now, I know it's more like a burst missile, but I'm telling you, I feel like I'm getting a lot more damage with my experience with using these type missiles. So definitely give these a try. Missiles are always a hit or miss depending on the patches. Now, jumping straight into, like I said, the meat and potatoes of this. Shields, obviously, military grade A. I run the FR86s. Power plants, again, military grade A. Most of your stuff is going to be military grade A if you can swing the cash for it. You should be able to if you're flying around in a Constellation. Power plants, the JS400s, 2 of them. Now, here's where everything differs a little bit. Right now, as of this 3.21 patch, 3.20 patch, because I've kind of tested it in both, the coolers, leave them factory. Whatever reason, they don't do anything right now when I've been switching them. And when I do switch them, I'm getting like an error with like the power settings. So I recommend, as of right now, maybe you can, I mean, you can always test it yourself and run military A's or industrial A's. But right now, I would just leave them. Doesn't seem to have much of effect. And then you know you won't get the error if you do leave them. Quantum drives is, you know, a lot of people differ on this. I've been running the military grade C. You get a nice balance of speed and a nice balance of like quantum fuel itself and how much you actually use. Because you can jump over to, say, the XL1. But the XL1, you can see like just the time difference. So from Crusader to Hurston, so 245. If you switch over back to the Crossfield, 256, you're talking, you know, 11 seconds. Yeah. So right now with how we are, I recommend this. You get your extra quantum fuel for a few seconds. It's a fantastic drive and a nice in-between of everything. But guys, that's really all I have for this. You know, go ahead and screenshot the setup if it's something that you were thinking about using. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the support as always. And I will see you on the next video.